you, Anthony. Good afternoon, Ange. Start as usual with team news. Pedro Porro, Richarlison.
Yeah, sort of headline news, I guess. Everyone from last week is fit and available. Coming back, Pedro's good. He's trained all week. He's no problem. Everyone else, including Richie, still not training with the main group, so unavailable.
A real feature of the games at the start of the season was Spurs coming out of the traps fast and invariably taking the lead in games. In recent weeks, they've been sluggish starts, invariably going a goal down. Is that just football? Is that just one of those things? Or is it becoming a trend? And is it a trend you know how to address?
Yeah, look, I get it. It's kind of interesting to always kind of take a snapshot. But I reckon we've had it all this year. We've scored early, scored late, conceded early, conceded late, conceded from set pieces, scored from set pieces, defended well, Mate, it's just a season of football, particularly for a team like us that is very much trying to build something. It's going to happen. Trends for me is something that happens over, a longer period of time and something that's kind of becomes endemic. But I see absolutely no difference in winning a game 3-1 and scoring 3 goals in the first 15 minutes or scoring 3 goals in the last 15 minutes. To me, there's no difference in it now. For some reason, one seems to be that it's more convincing if you score early and sort of are comfortable after that, whereas if you score late, it tends to navigate towards that maybe you had a struggle. But I think you look at trends historically, I think from the first year I managed, all my teams scored late goals. It's part of kind of the game model. So if anything, I think that's tilting towards more of kind of the team we want to be.
I want to ask you about Timo Werner, please. Scored against Palace, his first goal for the club. He looks more confident, more comfortable as well. How satisfied are you with what he brings you to the team?
Yeah, look, I think he's been really important. If you can only imagine if we didn't bring him in January, there would have been a much bigger burden on the other players in the group, particularly when Sonny was away as well. And we threw him in straight away. And when you come in January, especially for somebody at Timo's sort of standing, he's a mature player. He's not sort of a young player we've brought in to develop. We're bringing him in to make an impact, and I think he has made an impact for us. But I do think there's more to come from him for sure. And he's working hard at training. I think his performances are improving. I thought last week was probably his best performance. Aside from the goal, I thought it was his best performance for us. So that's great for us. And, I think it's also helped guys like, Brennan Johnson and Kulusevski and others. Like I said, the burden would have been, pretty big on those guys if we hadn't brought Timo in.